Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dimitri. I'm a professional poker player. And on this channel, I'm teaching you guys how to make money playing poker. So let me be real, most poker players aren't losing because they're bad. Y'all know what to do. Play tight, play in position, and be patient. But that's exactly why they're losing, is because they can't sit still. Sometimes you're going to have to fold for 10 minutes straight. And then, boom, you get 3 hands in a row that kind of give you a lot of action. So, the whole 1/3, some would say 80% of poker is mental game. And all of mental game is just managing your emotions and really just being patient, because really you just have to wait for aces. That's the simplification of our strategy. Just wait for aces. And aces is a metaphor for the top 20% of your hands. And top 20% of hands is just a analogy for 80% of the time we're folding. So you can see what our strategy looks like. We're folding a lot, and we're playing a little. And what that literally means by definition is that we have to be patient. And we know, because of the law of large numbers, that 80% could look like 90%. It could look like folding for 10 minutes. Or it could look like we have action, every other hand. And that 20% is hitting us just this whole hour. And that's literally called variance, actually. So my advice to everyone is always play tight, play in position, and be patient. If you're not feeling patient, then don't play poker. How do you get more patient? One is you get good sleep. Nobody knows why we need sleep. But one thing every athlete knows, every poker player knows, every professional knows, is that you need sleep. Get 8 hours of sleep. Get good sleep for 1 week and track your results. And then track your results when you don't sleep, when you get poor sleep. That's all the information you need to know how important sleep is. Do that if you're unsure if sleep is important. Two, make sure you're hydrated and you eat. Don't play while you're hungry. Don't play while you're thirsty. That's stupid, to be honest. Okay. 3, make sure your energy's higher, because being patient requires a lot of energy. Right? That goes along the first 2 bullets. But you want to make sure you're eating healthy, because then you're not going to be hungry, and you're not going to be thirsty. And also, it's going to make sure that you're, making good decisions and not getting tired. 4 is execute your strategy at the table. Focus on your strategy. That will give you lots of entertainment, because it'll give you something to focus on. Play multiple tables. I think there's an exception to multitasking. So we can multitask, which is basically, you can't actually multitask. That's a myth. You can only task switch. It's not the same thing as multitasking. Multitasking is a myth. But it's easy for us to task switch when we watch TV, watch something. Less so when we listen to something. We really just want to listen to, you know, elevator music, really, when you're playing poker. But it is a lot easier for us to watch something like TV, for instance, in the background. But my message to you is to be patient is a huge part of mental game. Mental game is like, I consider it 80% because I have my strategy nailed down pretty well. It's really just about putting in hours and making sure that those hours are quality. All that comes down to a mental game. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, hit the like and subscribe button. Give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know exactly what things are stopping you from making money. I'll talk about it. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.